What up, is Dane here. In this video I'm going to be telling you the truth about the skinny fat solution. So if you're after the solution, it's in this video. I'm going to provide you with the diet advice that you need to be hearing, and I'm going to give you a free workout routine at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. So I've been coaching someone that's, let's say, skinny fat, and he's been making quite good gains recently, so keep that in mind. However, this video is for you guys as well. Now, when it comes to skinny fat, it basically means you have a lot of fat and you don't have a lot of muscle mass. So we have to admit that. Now, here's a solution. You can either cut, or you can bulk, or you can body recomposition. Now, I'll explain this in a few sentences, right? Cutting obviously means you get into low levels of body fat percentage and you need to eat in a calorie deficit. That's going to be, let's say, a 6 to 8 week process if you're at a healthy body fat percentage of, let's say, 15%. That's calorie deficit, losing fat. The other one is body recomposition. This basically means that you can lose fat and gain muscle mass at the same time, although it might not be as fast as just choosing bulking or choosing cutting. That's body recomposition. Now, the reason body recomposition works and the reason why skinny fat people can gain muscle and lose fat at the same time is because of this. You need to realize that the fat acts as an energy store. If you have a lot of fat, your body can utilize this energy, let's say for weight training, stuff like this, increasing strength and building more muscle mass, while simultaneously losing some fat. So keep that in mind. Now, third option is bulking. I don't really recommend this for some people, however, it is entirely up to them. That's why I always kind of ask them what you want to do. So, the reason why I don't recommend bulking too much, especially if you go in a bigger calorie surplus, which basically means more than 500 calories, I don't really recommend this because you're going to be gaining more fat in proportion to fat-free mass, aka muscle mass. And you need to understand that if you gain more fat on top of a lot of fat you have already, you're not going to feel that great about yourself. Whereas cutting, losing body fat is going to give you that instant gratification, give you that bit of motivation that you need. Not that you should rely on that, just to keep on going. So start off with a calorie deficit maybe, and then after you've lost fat, then you focus on building muscle and going on a lean bulk. So you're skinny fat, and I'm probably guessing, I'm making an assumption you're new to training, which is fine. Another question this individual asked me is, should I track my carbs and fats? I want to go on a lean bulk, but I want to track my carbs and fats so I can get shredded at the same time. Well, first of all, what is shredded? Shredded like 7% body fat and build muscle. That's not really going to happen. But anyway, carbs and fats, they don't really matter too much, right? We know that fats, you shouldn't go below, let's say, 20%, right? You don't want to go below 20% of your calories. Now, the reason being is because they are important for hormone function as well. Now, carbohydrates, you don't really want to go too low because they are quite important for energy, right? Like, let's not beat around the bush, they are quite important for energy. And some people, it depends on the individual. Some people like high fat, low carb, which is fine. Some others like more carbs, they feel better that way. So do what works for you. But what it really comes down to is, which one do you pick? Do you pick to go in a calorie deficit? Do you pick for the fat loss? Do you pick for the body recomposition? Or do you pick for bulking, regardless of the carbohydrates and fats? What I really recommend is you concentrate on the amount of calories you consume per day, leading you into those three paths, which one you pick, or protein as well, or not all, and protein intake. You want to keep your protein intake about 1 gram per pound of body weight. You can get away with 0.8 grams per pound of body weight, depending on your calorie deficit. The higher your calorie deficit is, the larger, the more fat loss, however, the more protein intake you require. So keep that in mind. If you're going for body recomposition, I recommend you keep your protein intake still about a moderate amount. It doesn't need to be too great, and keep your calorie deficit about 500 calories. So that's that. That's the skinny fat solution. Now, like I promised at the start of the video, here's the workout routine for you. Click the link in the description. I don't know why I just pointed up. Download that. Now, one thing I have to mention is this is a cookie cutter plan, but in my opinion, it's a good cookie cutter plan for someone to start off with. Now, it might not be the best program for you because, like I said, this cookie cutter is just made for everyone. However, it's got the basics in there. I don't suggest you think this plan is the best, like I keep on about it, but just try it out. Good training program and a good diet, you'll be good to go. Skinny fat solution, there you go. Stay positive, stay smiling, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.
No, there ain't no stopping us.